Ahoy YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today you're watching the Goon Squad as we cover the most nautical VMAX to date, Dhelmise. Please don't unsubscribe, I know those jokes were bad. So Dhelmise is a 330 hit point grass Pokemon. Grass essentially has no weakness with how good Palkia has been, so fire has been non-existent. It has two very useful attacks. Swinging Chain does 30 damage for each grass energy attached to this to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Relevant numbers to note, Sobble is 60, so that's 2. And a Drizzile is 3. So if we miss our third attachment for turn, we can knock out a Sobble. If we get our third one and we want to snipe something down, we can take out their Drizzile, take out that engine. And of course, the other attack for 3 energy, 240. So that is a very relevant attack. The only catch is you can't use it again the following turn. It's not bad. I've played it with Arceus. I didn't really like it. Arceus has better partners, and I really wanted to play this VMAX. So Grass is one of my favorite types in the card game, and with the release of Astral Radiance, we had some new tools in the kit, and I figured it was worth looking at. So we have Kricketune, gives your Grass Pokemon an extra 40 health, and of course we have, let's take a look here, we have Gardenia's Vigor. So draw 2 cards. If you drew any cards, attach up to 2 basic Grass energy from your hand to your bench Pokemon. So that is Grass Welder to the bench, which helps set up Dhelmise. So going first, we can't use it. Going second, we can use it. Essentially, we can attach energy without the need of Arceus anymore. And so rather than Arceus, we still wanted a VSTAR power, we have Leafeon. So both of the Leafeons are very, very useful. So Leaf Guard does 180 and reduces 30 damage. So Kricketune, Leaf Guard, Big Charm, 360 hit point, 2 prize Pokemon. So it's not something nice to skew the trade. But Ivysaur is a free boss's orders, which is very, very good. But the reason why we started looking at this card was the Greening Cells Leafeon V. So once during your turn, you can search your deck for a grass energy, attach it to your Pokemon. If you do, your turn ends. So we can manually attach and use this if we go first. So we can either load up a Dhelmise or spread it around should they have the pressure to knock us out. Looking at you, Mew. So Leafeon is very, very good. It's also a very good utility attacker. We play 1 Mew and 1 Crobat to try to dig through the deck a little more, and 1 Manaphy because my opponent is not getting away with picking off my Kricketune. If they want it, they're going to have to boss it. With that said, if you enjoy the content, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We're trying to hit that 1,000 goal by the end of the year, so every sub would be a huge help. And with that said, let's dive right in. Okay, so I just kind of woke up one morning thinking, what cards can I play with that are cheap on PTCGO and somewhat fun to play with? I was watching a video by SleepyDreepy playing Arceus Dhelmise, and I remember playing Dhelmise from the Rillaboom, you know, Rowegg days. So Rowlet, Alolan, and Executor. And I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to play something grass. He's got the right idea, so I tried his list, and it just wasn't for me, which is fine. Just wasn't for me. And so I was like, what can I play then? Like, what can I make do with? And my go-to then was, so in this instance here, we're going to take a look. We are going to see what we've got. Okay. So we're going to drop a Kricketune. And then we're going to drop a Pokégear. And in this instance, yeah, no, I was just looking at his list, and I was like, you know what? I like watching this, but personally, I haven't enjoyed Arceus lists, so I just kind of was like, let's try something else. Let's see what happens. And so, Dhelmise, Gardenia, Kricketune, and then all of a sudden, this list was just ridiculously tanky. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'm having fun. Win 3 games. Okay, cool. I've won 5 games in a row. Okay, we've won 7 games in a row. Okay, this might be worth considering. We've won 8. Oh, holy shit, we just beat Palkia. 9 and 10. I'm like, oh my god, are you kidding me? Win 11. Okay, I have to at least share this list. Somebody else might be thinking the same thing, like, I'm gonna have fun with this. And then all of a sudden, we're going for game 12, and we get taken out by a Radiant Greninja Inteleon box that I covered like 2 months ago. And of course, the streak breaks to like the most memey things ever. But you know what? It happens. So what we're looking for now. Okay, so far so good. Very, very good actually. Let's go. So Gardenia, quick ball would be phenomenal. Look at that. Okay, so that is no. We'll keep that for now. So what is that? 2? No. Okay, so that's a safe. That one's safe. Yeah. And we're not going to be playing that this game, but that's okay. So we are currently... Okay. So, end of the day. Well, in hindsight, that does kind of suck, but it just is what it is. So, let us grab... Okay. So let us just grab Manaphy. And then we will retreat you and put him in harm's way. What's the worst they're going to do, right? But yeah, no, I was watching his video. I was watching the success. I loved watching Dhelmise do well. But without having the actual Arceus cards, I'm like, I can't even enjoy this. And then I got my hands on the cards, and the deck, everybody's got their way of playing. Arceus decks just bore the crap out of me. So then I looked at Astral Radiance, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to try all the Gardenia stuff. And then Ice Rider and Shadow Rider and all the horse fun just kind of sidetracked me. And then, you know how it is when you're looking for a card on P... Holy shit, okay. Okay, that's not bad. We're doing all right. Okay. Let's protect him. So, we will go research. Okay, cool. And then we will... Yeah, so it just, we're finally getting around to it. So yeah, whopping 400, hit point body. We'll take him out and we'll just keep chugging along. And usually it's like a 3-hit KO. And by that point, you just try to optimize and try to gun down their, their support Pokemon. Or if they put something big into play to deal with, like, I'm not worried about Dhelmise going down in 1 or 2 hits here. Like, oh no, he's gonna discard 160 and hit me. That's a 3-hit KO because they have to go after the Kricketune. And anytime they're going after the Kricketune gives my Dhelmise an additional turn, which is what the Kricketune was put into play in the first place for. So going after the Kricketune doesn't really hurt me per se, and I can gun that down next turn. I also have a switch card. So, they can try to take me out. They can do what they want to do. Let's see. And Dhelmise V, like the 2-prizer, is also rather good because with Kricketune in play and a Big Charm, it is a 90 hit point 2-prizer. So, okay. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, let's see what I want to do here. Let's put you in my hand. Okay, so whatever. We need a 3rd one. So let's go Dhelmise. Gardenia. So far, so good. And then they never see it coming. So now, what I want to do is wipe that off the board. Because next turn, we are just going to try and start picking off their sheep. Oh, nice. And so, you know what I mean? Like, grass is just my favorite type in the TCG to play. There was Decidueye GX, there was Orbeetle VMAX, there was Dhelmise, the Rowlet and Executor, and the Rillaboom, and the Mewtwo box, and being a newer player, grass has just kind of been one of those types that always seems to have a cool card. Whether it's good or not is a different story, but it's always good, or fun. Okay, so we're out of switches. Okay. Well, that's going to be a tad annoying. Just a little. So you played 2 Zekrom. Okay. Cool. Of course. I think I got overzealous and burned my second switch a little early. Which is fine because right now, 260. So that's not bad. As long as the Manaphy doesn't go down. Annoying, just a little. Okay, so let's go. Put you there, and there's no need to put an air balloon down. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Let's go. Okay. So that's just hilarious. Got the 3rd switch. I've been building a lot of decks, so it's so easy to forget if I've, you know, put that 3rd switch in or not. But yeah, so right now we would be pretty scared. I mean, it did what it was supposed to do, and now I don't have to put another VMAX into play until I'm ready, which is good. Not that this is, you know, something you'd see. It's not Pokégear, it's not Mew. Mew was one of those decks that, unless they had the nuts, like the choice belts, the power tablets, the Silene, additional power tablets, like I had one Mew go for 5 power tablets in 1 turn just to get through a Dhelmise. And then you slap up a second one and they just concede. But oh god, it was fun. And this was also another deck I decided to pick up in my procrastination through my 24 Zoroark lists. I've been brainstorming and many ways to play, and they're not perfect, but the potential's there. It's just oh my god, it's just a colorless Pokemon. It's so much fun. It's going to have so many options. It's like, yes, you want to have damage on your bench, but it's a built-in research. So you can use it as a support Pokemon. You can use it as a late game cleanup. The Gengars are not that hard to get into play. And you can Gengar into the, is it Gordon? Whatever his name is. Thornton. You can Thornton, so you can play the Gengar. Thornton the Gengar into another Zoroark. So now the Zoroark has damage on it. Then you could reuse the Gengar. As long as the Gengar hits the discard pile, you just keep reusing it. And it just keeps spreading damage around your board. So that's 100 damage off of a supporter, and you have a, you know what I mean? Like you have a Zoroark back in play. So it's not bad. What is going on here? So they promoted, okay. Yeah, I can get that. Huh. Okay, my old boy Raichu. So, in this instance, what can we do? See, I really, really don't want to. I mean, if he has 200, he does. Okay. I was gonna say, because if he has 210, I'd have to evolve. I really don't want to evolve. I want to go 3, 2, 3. Knock out the Raichu. Oh, my boy. It's Raichu box. Which is a fun deck that I said I was going to play and have yet to pick up because I'm a guilty procrastinator. But, you know, we're making it work. So they had to work. It was a 3-hit KO. It got us 3 prizes. Dhelmise did what we needed it to do. And now we have Dhelmise V. So right now, we don't have to do anything really. Okay, so let's just... I am just debating what I want to do here. So we have 4 energy in deck. At this point, I think it's just better because the other one's in the discard pile. So let's just toss that. And then we're going to pitch. And see, that's not bad. That I can live with. Don't need you, so we'll put you down. Put the Mew down. Put the turf field down. Don't need that one yet. And then we will go Mew. We'll go there. We'll go there. Because it's going to be blind draw anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so, yeah, so we will not evolve, just to guarantee us another turn. And that's a pretty beefy 2 prize Pokemon. So right there, 260 hit points, no big charms, hasn't evolved yet. And when you're playing against Palkia, when you're that big, Dhelmise can do some damage with 400 health. You can rip out a Sobble, soften up a Palkia, or yes, it doesn't hit the magic numbers, but even the Leafeon, where it's a 2 prizer, and yes, they have a full bench, they're hitting 260, maybe 290, but Leafeon's still getting through that. So you're oh, and they conceded. Okay, so I hope the deck showcased the bulkiness of Dhelmise. I'm gonna leave the link, the list in the description below. Tell me how you've been enjoying the Right Before Lost Origins set. I've been trying different VMAXs. I've got a couple more I'm going to try. I'm still going to get to that Zoroark box list of ideas, so keep an eye out for that. And until next time, take care.